Okay, everybody, I'm going to show you how do you tidy up your finance report. So this is the June Unilever finance report given to me by KP. Now, so there are cases whereby the RSP are different. This is something you have to sort it out with the finance department. So how can you find this so-called duplicates, right? You can use a pivot table to find out and compare it with your promotion list, which is in this case, let me just open it up. Sorry, this not this version. Let me just open up this version. Give me a minute. Why is it not opening? Okay, so I already generate the list. Might as well just show you how. Maybe I just show you how it works. So similarly, you have to make sure that your promotion list is clean. All right, so you cannot have like a dot here in the middle of nowhere. You cannot have like a star here. This is considered not clean data. So make sure that your finance report, sorry, your promotion code, you clean it up. For example, this, just clean it up, and don't ever have merge cells. So when I give you the template, just follow the template. Do not have merge cells. The point is, if you have merge cells, for example, this case, right? How you do? It's not able to. The macro is not able to work because it cannot reference. It doesn't treat this as a single item, single line item anymore because there's a merge cell over here. So you make things very difficult for yourself also, and you have to, if you have merge cell, you have to unmerge them and fill in each of the line accordingly. All right. So now, okay. So you have your promotion list done, and move it over to your finance report. Okay. So what I want to show you is actually this part. Let's look at the original. So you must have your finance report. So take a look at your finance report. Yeah, so take a look at your finance report, and you can do a pivot table. Then you can see all the different price right over here. Then after that, you have to input them back into the system over here. Now you can ask why is this slower, but the finance report is lower. All right, for some reason it's lower, and so you have to make a decision. Either you change the finance report if you are very sure that the finance report is wrong, or you change your promotion template. So when there are two different two different RSP, I tend to pick the higher one because a lower RSP will result in the error when you compute that helper ID. You see, helper column, because anything that have a RSP that lower than the selling price, right? There's no claims. So normally I would tend to choose the higher RSP to input into the promotion list. Like for example, this case, unfortunately, in the finance report, there's no product being that's so higher than this price anyway lah. So I don't know why this promotion is also on also, but end of the day you have to correct it. So now I'm going to show you how do you correct it. Give me a minute. Okay, so it's here. So now you have already corrected the data over here in the finance report. From the finance report, you correct the data over here. So now you need to reference. How do you reference it? Okay, first of all, we clean this thing up. Okay, so most of you all use VLOOKUP, and VLOOKUP you must have the data on the left side, right? So this is why the skew column is over here when I'm being given this data by KP. You have to learn how to use index and match. I'm going to show you actually briefly how you can use it. If not, you have to keep shifting it all the way to the left side, which is I won't say it's very useful and for the long run. Okay, so now clean it up. You don't need all this shipping data. You don't need the grand total, discount, etc. You just delete all of it. And purchase module, you don't need it also. And this tree, you can delete away. So now the data is ready to clean to use the macro. But as I said, you have multiple RSP from the finance report, so you need to fix RSP. So how do you fix the RSP? You can reference the data. So now I'm going to show you how to use match. So I'm going to match this SKU with my master data list, master promo list, which is here. Okay, so in this case, it's a table. So I don't have to use the function F4 to make the dollar sign like this, something like that. I don't need to do that anymore. But if let's say it's not a table, you have to have your something like this. Yeah, you get the point. So you must have something like this so that the array doesn't move. But in this case, it's a table, so I'm actually referencing to this array. So I look up on E2. E2 is my lookup. So similar to VLOOKUP, you have your lookup value, and where do you look for the value? Over here. That's what it meant. Match type 0 is exact match. So what is this? Okay, so in this case, let's say it's 32. So let's take a look. This is 3055036. So what does it mean by 32? On 32 line, you will find this SKU. Okay, that's what I meant. Similarly at 311, you will find the SKU for this particular product. So let's just take a look. Yeah, 311. Alright, so this is a row number. So a match, the match function return the row number for you. Okay, NA means it's not in the list, you cannot find a match. So so match tell you whether this data is in the array and which line item within the array the item is being found. So how do you use this in your so-called VLOOKUP replacement, right? So you have to use the index function. So index, very weird. The way they do it is the array will start first. Okay, so what does index do? Index gives you the value from the particular array. Okay, so we want to look at, so array is what do you want? All right, so I want to have a value from my finance report. So I choose that array. After that, I have my comma. Okay, so let me show you comma. And how do they know what result to give you? So within that array, I have my row number. All right, my row number. So if I have a row number of 1 1035, it will return $8.65. So that's what I mean. You have to play with it. If not, it's very hard to understand. Alright? And there's a lot of resources online you can learn by yourself. Okay, so NA is not available, right? So now we're going to just filter away, because if it's not available, actually it means that it's not under promotion, so we don't really have to care about it. So now I have this and versus this, so I want to have this into the report. So you cannot copy and paste because the list is being filtered, and Excel doesn't allow you to copy this way. So for example, this, you see, it doesn't actually copy correctly. All right, so you cannot do it that way. So what you need to do is you have to write a formula equals to this and check it all the way down. Okay, so you actually capture the value back to the set, and after that, clear. And remember, you have to remove the formula. So copy, paste as value. So now your RSP is being cleaned up. Alright, and with that, and with your master list, remember to make it ascending, and after that you can run the macro. Now you don't have to use the file that I sent you for it. So I'm going to also email you the macro, so you can actually just activate it from, you can actually activate it, you can actually import it and activate it without using the file that I sent you. Alright, so this is the module that I want. I'm going to export the file. Unilever, sorry, not Unilever, sorry, finance claims PPA. Alright, so I'm just going to put finance claims, save. Now I'm going to import. I'm going to import this. Okay, import file, go to your PTFL. Okay, so finance claim over here. So now I already imported the code over here. So now I can just use it. Okay, thank you. Alright. What happened? Sorry, wrong file. Okay, give me a minute. Macro. It should be correct, right? Okay, yeah, so just now I used the wrong file. Okay. So as I mentioned before, it's going to take a while because of the computing that's being done. Just let it run. Don't be too nervous and try to switch it off. So is it done yet? No, it's not done yet. Okay, looks like I have a bug to fix, but basically you should have this. Let me go and find out what is this. All right, but overall I just want to show you this RSP. All right, I need to fix this. Okay, that's all.